as far as you're concerned, but are you there? When do you see the children, Nick?
We see the children every couple of months.
Yeah, so every couple of months, how can that give you? Do you know? Do you know? I'm telling you, I'm finding festering condoms in the same room where my son is recovering. Yeah, people coming in doing every kind of thing they want in the house, all kinds of demonic and satanic activity amongst the children. And you're saying, oh yeah, as far as we're concerned, 2 weeks ago, everything was fine. Oh, well, you know something. I think we are at the stage where I'm kind of hitting a blank wall here. That's the way I'm kind of seeing it. I'm trying to tell you to say, look, something is happening to this. Is if she's really your daughter. Any normal man who's got any daughter who has worked from the poor class regions to get to where they are, they get there and they leave the inheritance to the children to also build on top of it. They don't leave the inheritance so the children just live in comfort. And that is what I want to do. I want my children to be part of the work I'm doing, to build Africa. And I've told them already, if you're close to me, then you can come and be a part of it. So they already know. So when Shaka is eating breakfast in the morning, I say, Shaka, make sure you eat enough so you get strong. Listen to mommy because we've got serious work to do. And when the business is at this stage, we're going to Africa so we can help. We need to give back something. And that's our form of giving back. We don't give back in the form of blood or anything. We give back in the form of service and for the greater good. That's how we give. So what I'm saying is, if I'm telling you signs to say, these are the kind of children, I want exceptional children. Your children did not come up exceptionally, whether you like it or not, because in my family, I'm a Cambridge University graduate. My sister's an entrepreneur. We've got so many different gifted people. My brother's son is also going to Cambridge now. Yeah, my older brother's son. So what I'm saying is, we deal with high standards, Nick. And if you think your daughter is going to raise a son, my son, to high standards, when she's never even had a brother, when even Mama Elaine has never had a boy to raise, you are highly mistaken. I mean, what's your basis? What's your basis where you're coming from, Nick? Please tell me. Am I missing something here?
Well, what basis am I coming from?
Shaka needs a man figure. Can you show me a man figure in Bristol for me, please?
Can I show you what?
Yeah, a man figure who is passionate in Bristol about his life. Because I do not want to lose that son.
I'm not sure. I don't understand the point you're making.
I am saying he needs a man figure who is close by him to protect him, to guide him, to give him guidance so he can be an exceptional individual. Somebody who is a warrior of light. And I am that to give him. That is what I'm saying. So I'm saying, can you show me an alternative person who has the same passion for Shaka, for Zacharias, as me, who would teach him and enlighten him in the right way to grow?
You're in Birmingham and they're down in Bristol.
Yeah, so if you are supporting me and you care for me, you would ensure. And if you know that I'm not toxic to my children, you would ensure, if you really, really care, that they are close by. Because it's not, for me, I don't have the financial clout to do that. And I don't want to be in Bristol because there's a strong narcissistic spirit. And I don't want my children to grow up in that. But if you cannot see that and you're using this 2 weeks, 2 months, and I'm telling you to say, I know more than 2 weeks and 2 months ago. I know from last night and yesterday and today. Then you are really, you're kind of like taking my intellect for a madman or just some idiot. But if that's the case, that's no problem, because like I say, sometimes money gives a sense of illusion, of comfort. And so for that reason, you're comfortable. You can't quite see where I'm coming from. You're seeing it as, well, we help him, we're very helpful. But I'm recording all this conversation because I don't want sometime somebody to say, oh, I'm a mad person. I'm telling you to say, I've got conversations I've recorded with your daughter and everybody has been concerned. If they go to social services, the social services will say, whoa, is this person really competent to look after children? And I'm saying, before we go to that stage, you do something. Yet, you are busy saying, oh, it's the mother's job to look after the children. Come on, Nick, what kind of man are you? Where's your backbone as a man?
So you're recording the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely, I have to.
Why?
Well, because to show people, to say who's not making sense here.
Why are you recording it?
Or to find out who's making sense and who's not. So I can listen it back and actually say, am I being a stupid man?
Well, so what do you actually want to do?
I am saying that if I cannot go to Bristol, Yes, sorry, Nick.
Are you listening?
Yes, sorry.
You are sort of ranting a little bit.
Sorry, I'll keep my voice down. Sorry, apologies.
So, you're getting overexcited. Just sort of calm down.
All right, sorry.
What do you want to do?
Personally, I would like my children to be very close to me, and at the moment, I've got an opportunity in Birmingham where my two Cambridge friends, one who's a doctor, and the other one who got a first class economics degree, they are running a similar business as me. They've asked me to partner with them, which means I'm going to have to commit to being in Birmingham. Given this grand opportunity, it's a bit like given an opportunity to go to Cambridge University suddenly, and you've never been to a university nobody in your family has. You obviously take it. You don't kind of say, oh, it'll come again, because opportunities only come once, but once. So I am saying, I've got no inheritance. I've got no nothing. All my father left me with was a little bit of honor and some values. And now there's children in the mix, and they are my joy and pride. So while I'm working, the thing that I would love to that could really help me out is if they were close by, because I love them. I love the children. I love Abigail unconditional, no matter what she decides. Even if you decide as a father to say they should stay there. And the thing is, we're living in times where a war could break out any time. I was born and raised to say, be prepared. You need to have your family close by, because when anything like that happens, the first thing that goes down is communication. So if you have no communication and your children are far away from you, that you have failed as a man. You have really failed. Now I have not come here to fail, but if you're colluding with other forces to make me fail, then that's fine. Sorry?
Are you suggesting that the children live in Birmingham?
Because there's nothing in Bristol that they have in Bristol that they cannot get in Birmingham. Plus, they'll have the added advantage that their father will be close by, because there's absolutely nothing that they've got in Bristol. The drumming we've got here, the dual heritage children we've got here, good schools we've got here. Everything that is in Bristol. Abigail is not working. She's got people cleaning the house. The children are going to school. What is she doing during the time? Here I am suffering because I can't be there. Why? And Bristol is so much more expensive. It's twice as expensive as Birmingham. You save money. She comes close by. I would not harm that daughter. Plus, my children get the best, because I'm not going to be here forever, just as you. My time is finite, and my time with them is finite with them as children. My family, my mother and my father, if they were alive, I can assure you, they would be on my side. Same with you. You're being on the side of your daughter. But you as a man have lost some kind of marble in the fact that you think she's all right in Bristol when she doesn't have close family around. Not let alone a protector who is passionate like me. How does that? And you gave me that role when when you gave when I asked for a hand in marriage from you. So I'm kind of thinking, what's going on here?
The children have to stay with their mother.
Yes, but you are funding the mother's finance. So if the mother says she wants to go to Hawaii, are you going to give her money to go to Hawaii and expect me to go to Hawaii?
Of course not.
It's the same thing that's happened here. No difference.
You see, the thing is that you're not in a position to support her.
I'm not in a position to support her at the moment, Nick. Absolutely. But I'm saying you are in a position.
You're hardly in a position to support yourself.
I'm hardly in a position to support myself. You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I agree.
So you haven't got a proper job.
Yeah.
I imagine you haven't got any money. But I
No.
understand that in a couple of weeks at a time, you're having to leave the flat you're staying in.
Yeah.
You've abandoned the job with National Grid and presumably getting a chartership. And when I say that we're concerned about your welfare, we just sort of wonder how you're...
Nick, the friends I've partnered with are making 7-figure money a year, and they've made me a partner with them. So it's only for a short while. I am saying, as of September 2016, I'm not saying Abigail needs to come to Birmingham tomorrow, that would upset the children. There'll be no wisdom in that. But I'm saying, let's not throw the baby on the bath water. There is no sense in throwing the baby on the bath water. Since when has there been sense in throwing the baby on the bath water?
With all this discussion, I think the essential sort of thing which you sort of mentioned the way sort of things are going,
Yeah.
that we've got to decide on how sort of things work out for the future. If you're expecting to sign divorce papers in sole court in December,
I'd like a neutral venue, please.
know anything about, but I understand that this issue of being divorced is on the agenda. If that's the way we're sort of going, we need to make sure that things are done sort of properly.
Exactly, and you need to make sure that when Abigail is given into your custody, in so to speak, into your hands to say, now I officially hand over again, you as a man cannot make a decision that does not take account in my grandchildren and my parents' grandchildren, because it's my ancestors, and my ancestors, I can assure you, Nick, in the same way that your ancestors may see this as the right thing, even though I don't think, because if your mother was alive and your mother had some spirituality about her, she could have told you to say, Nick, it's the reason why perhaps Elaine didn't get along with her. But what I'm saying is, she would have shown you to say, Nick, that daughter, that's a stressful position. That is a really stressful position for any mother to be. One mother, you can have as much money, but that's not going to...
Remember, Zebby,
Yeah,
what you must remember
yeah.
is we have been very supportive of you.
I agree.
Now, listen, let me get a word in. That we've been very, very so helpful with you, that we have been sort of believers that, you are...
So I should pay my children as blood sacrifices.
Listen to me.
Rondorobo shokorobo sende.
Are you listening?
Yes, I am, Nick.
Right. You are the father of the grandchildren. We have always recognised it, and they're your...
So does my opinion count?
Now
Okay.
listen to me, please. Listen to me.
Okay.
We have always been very supportive.
Mhm.
We think it's important that you are around, as a role model for the children. You are the father of those sort of two children. We respect sort of that, and Elaine particularly has gone out of her sort of way to be supportive and to encourage things to go along sort of in a friendly sort of manner. Try to sort of keep it that sort of way, and that's the way it wants to actually continue. What we've got to do is to make sure that we're doing something that is sensible for the children, is sensible for you, and is sensible for Abigail. What we don't want to do is to be sort of at each other's throats
Yeah.
and sort of end up in a very acrimonious sort of way.
Yeah, we don't want that, no.
You really need to remember that there are two parts to the
Story.
to this. There's the Munda half and there's the Dunn half.
Yeah.
So we're actually all in it together.
Yeah.
And what we must remember,
Mhm.
we must respect your sort of ancestors and your sort of background
Mhm.
in the same way you must sort of respect us and the way we feel that we need to look after, one, our children, and two, support our grandchildren.
Okay. If in your books that's how you look after your children, by spoiling them, then absolutely fine, Nick. But like I say, I don't in our family we don't bring up our children like that. So this compromise that you're talking about, I think we'll just have to leave it to the higher beings, because I can see where you're coming from, and you know what, you're absolutely right. I'm not in a position to support Abigail, and when you gave Abigail to marriage to me, one of the conditions really, is that you are now looking after my daughter. So if I'm not in a position to do that, I have failed as a man, right? That's one. And then I'm not in a position to further support my children, then I've also failed. So that's another failure. So when I fail on that account,
What we're trying to do, we're in a situation where you have to make the best of it. Okay? We could have adopted the approach that, you've messed around with Abigail, you haven't been a good husband, we don't want to know.
yeah,
But we sort of felt that there were the implications like that, what you'd then sort of end up sort of happening, you'd end up sort of being possibly deported, or you wouldn't get your citizenship or whatever it is. You end up sort of back in Africa, the children are in Bristol with Abigail, and we think that, that would be the wrong thing to happen. We think